COVID has shown us that everybody has the potential to develop a mental health condition, either depression or anxiety. And if you look at what's currently happening in Nigeria with the economic crisis, insecurity, these are all factors that can affect your mental health.
So, mental health is a basic human right. And what does that mean? It means that the fact that you can breathe, the fact that you can walk, the fact that you live means that you have the right to have a healthy to be in a healthy mental state. You need your mental health for the everyday functioning. In a society where mental health discussions have long been shrouded in stigma, a glimmer of hope emerges. The recognition of mental health as a fundamental human right is gaining momentum, making a positive shift in attitudes and awareness. Recently, the Sunshine series and several wellness organizations hosted the annual Mental Health Symposium titled Mental Health as a Universal Human Right, a Multi-Stakeholder Perspective. This event brought together influential thinkers, passionate advocates, and experts from diverse sectors to engage in a crucial dialogue about mental health and emphasize our collective responsibility to safeguard these essential rights. We are here for a mental health symposium hosted by the Sunshine series. I think it's an annual symposium they have, and it's an opportunity to have a conversation about mental health, to speak about it in a very easy to understand and easy to reach format for practitioners, for Nigerians, for everybody involved and concerned about mental health.
Why it's important to have multi-stakeholder collaboration on this theme is that there's different angles from which you need to consider mental health from, in terms of disability, in terms of health, and in terms of the way that it affects people's lifestyle today. And so having stakeholders from different disciplines, different organizations coming together and discussing these issues ensures that there's advocacy not only for mental health, but also for the people who are affected by mental health conditions. It also ensures that that collaboration in addressing the unique issues that are faced by people with mental health challenges and other disabilities is there, and it's considered holistically from every point of view.
Everybody has mental health, right? So it's not really the insult that you think it is, but it's coming from a lot of stigma. Most times when we hear mental health, we think about the person that we see roaming on the street, that's all. But that's not it. There is a wide range. A lot of things fall under mental health. In fact, stress, burnout, they all fall under mental health. So that's why we're having conversations like this symposium, so we can continue to talk about mental health in ways that people can relate, in ways that everybody can see how they play a role.
The symposium facilitated expert panel discussions, networking opportunities, and a lunch buffet, fostering an environment of collaboration and knowledge sharing. Founder of the Sunshine series, Mind Wellness, Aisha Buba, in her opening speech commended the Nigeria government for taking steps to get away from the Lunacy Act that has existed since pre-colonial times. She reiterated that mental health is not an elite thing, and efforts should be made to create awareness, trickling down to every part of the society.
We also have some speakers that we've invited from other countries like Uganda and the USA, and for the purpose of just hearing what their own interventions look like. How does it sound like? What are their gaps? How have they been able to fill up those gaps? So that as we are providing interventions on mental health in Nigeria, we're also looking at what our neighbors are doing. We're also aligning with global best practices.
In that area, we can speak about mental health support that should be accessible to all, regardless of their socioeconomic background. And it means government must invest more in mental health infrastructure, including mental health clinics, trained professionals, and public awareness campaigns to combat stigma. And this is a stigma that is not only in Nigeria or in Africa, we also have that stigma in Germany. The issue of mental health is also an issue in Germany. There are too many people out there which cannot really go to a doctor because they're ashamed. And also in Germany, the network is not that good if you look at mental health. If you want to get an appointment with a therapist in Germany, which you don't pay for because we have a public health insurance, you might even wait 2 or 3 months. So this is way too long if you have a pressing issue.
The symposium offered a platform for attendees to participate in a range of activities, including the screening of a compelling mental health short film titled The Dumps. Filmmaker Ramatu Ada Ochekile
who explored the current socio-economic crisis in Nigeria, delivered a powerful message of hope to those struggling with mental health. She encouraged individuals to find strength amidst adversity and to speak up when overwhelmed.
Who is Aze?
Aza is my sister.
My daughter. Our best friend. Gigi.
My girlfriend.
My colleague.
Having a big sister is so much fun. I get money from both her and my mom. Honestly, it's like having two mothers.
There were a couple of signs before I decided to take the plunge. They just weren't looking. You see, I'd been struggling with this bout of depression that was crippling me. Some days I'd be fine and other days I would literally be struggling to breathe.
When we started making the film, in fact from the script development process, one of the first things that we were looking at was we wanted people to understand that it is okay to have times when you feel tired, when it feels like it is too much for you, when life can be overwhelming.
When it comes to mental health, there is a huge stigma in society, and that's a stigma in general, affecting both men and women. But then I could imagine that because of the picture of a man being strong and whatever, man would be especially like lacking the courage to speak about mental health issues publicly, which I think is something that society could think about and maybe change in the future.
In as much as the country is also, of course, we're glad for the bill that has been passed, but one of the major problems we face in Nigeria is implementation. So if at the point we are now in Nigeria, we still see mental health as even a religious problem, then we need to actually do better.
By challenging stigma, fostering dialogue, and advocating for accessible mental health services, we can create a society that truly values the mental well-being of its citizens.
Oh, so first I would like to mention the 112 helpline that the Sunshine series, in line with the Nigerian Communications Commission and a host of partners working on mental health, have brought to being. It's right now open for people who are in Abuja, and they can just call. If you're feeling really down, just call 112. It's toll free, and you can talk to a lay counselor to help you. That is one of the biggest resources I want us to promote. There are also resources across social media that's talking about the World Health Organization social media page is doing a lot, and also Shades of Us, we do things around mental health.
In times of mental health crisis, remember that help is just a call away. Dial our toll-free number 112 to speak with a compassionate professional who can provide support and guidance. Your well-being matters. Make the call today.